All right, they're finally here. You guys have been asking forever, and so we went ahead and made Pint Bangs. So you're welcome, Pint Riders. We're showing you a little bit of love too. We got some really cool pint stuff coming out here soon, and Pint Bangs are definitely one of them. First things first, why do we make these things? Well, one, because I've been getting bugged nonstop about it for like the last 4 years. And then number two, I wasn't really happy with all the bumper options that are available for Pint right now. Basically, you have two options. You have the stock and you have the free ride. Stock bumpers have a couple issues. Obviously, they're kind of cheap and light and they wear out. They're extra thick in the front. I don't love the shape of them. They're super blunted in the nose, so you hit rocks off-road. I've run into some pretty nasty stuff with them. Obviously, you know, you gotta have a UHMW option. Oh, also, they don't cover the back, and you can see we're actually getting a ton of wear directly into the battery case right here, just from regular riding. You know, the answer to that before was the free rides, where they essentially just made the rear thinner to cover it. They changed the shape of it to be more convex this way and really, really rounded right here, and they made them out of UHMW, like Bangs have always been made. Issue that I have with the free rides though is I actually don't like the way that these ride. So that convex that goes heel to toe right here, that's something that we developed in the original Bangs, and we also have in the GT Bangs, so for both XR and GT. With the Pint platform, I found that since it's such a narrower platform, you don't have that big wide stable spot, so you don't need that convex in order to like really slide well. What happens when you put the convex in there on the Pint platform is it gets like really sketchy when you're sliding stuff. So if I'm nose or tail sliding something, it's wobbling like crazy on me. So we want a more secure, firm base on that. And then also at the wear points right here, since it's so rounded, whenever I'm trying to do like tail drag type tricks, or, you know, I get a little back heavy on some landings or something like that. The problem with that is, again, the Pint platform, since it's so narrow and a lot squirrelier, for lack of a better word, when you land like that, it slip slides this way a ton. So those are some things that I wanted to fix with the Bang version of the Pints. Oh, and of course, as you can see, the thing about the Pint that I just have a huge complaint about, no handle. No handle. Why is there no handle on this thing? Because they put the mag handle on the side. I don't like mag handles. They rattle a whole bunch, they break. Not a big fan. I wanted my handle back. So here we go. Dun, dun, dun. We got them. Pint Bangs are here finally. Yeah, number one biggest thing is we got a handle. It's not the perfect handle, I would say. It's not quite as good as like a GT or an XR Bang handle, because you don't have the cutaway in the controller box to like really make it deep and nice and get your fingers in there. But it is a little something you can grip onto. You know, if you're a rock climber, you're totally gonna be fine, but you know, it's definitely a good way to carry it. It's better than no handle, that's for darn sure. We also moved the handle location down a little bit for two reasons. So one, we didn't want people to catch on the nose off-road into the handle zone right here. And since we weren't sort of held to a specific handle location from the controller box, we're able to move it down, and then that also helps it balance a little bit better too, because the closer we can move it down towards the tire, the more balanced the whole carry is gonna be, because we're now carrying a lot closer to the center of gravity as opposed to the very, very top end. It carries a whole heck of a lot nicer. Another things that we developed with these new Bangs is we made the front a lot thinner. So there's really no reason for the front to be so thick and heavy. Sort of the only reason that that was done, I think, on the stock and the free rides was to be completely symmetrical with the thickness to front and rear. I don't think that's an issue. I would rather have my board ride better and be able to get over bigger obstacles, climb bigger curbs, and be less likely to clip than have it look perfectly symmetrical. So that's, I think, is a huge benefit. We're able to do that. And by doing that, we're able to shave a bunch of weight off it too. The Pint Bangs are actually about ½ a pound lighter than the free rides. You know, when you're talking about a light platform like the Pint itself, that actually ends up being a pretty big percentage. So it's definitely a noticeable feeling, which is awesome. All right, so that's it. You guys know why we made Pint Bangs now. They're freaking awesome. If you got a Pint, go get one. And then once you order them, you're gonna wanna watch this next part because I'm gonna show you guys how to install them. First things first, take your old bumpers off. I would suggest that you guys don't use power tools when working on one wheels, really, because it's possible you can screw stuff up. Because I've done this literally 1,000 times, I'm just gonna use power tools. Take the bumpers off, all you wanna do are take out all of the screws that are on the bottom. The rear is gonna have 4 screws and the front is gonna have 6 screws. Take all of those out. There we go. So you should have 2 short screws and 2 long screws that fall out. And I'm missing a short screw. Oh, got stuck. There she goes. And once that comes out, both of the bumpers are actually gonna slide out like this. So they don't come straight off like they do on the XR version, but they slide out because those little clips on them right there. So slide that rear bumper out and throw it in the garbage. You don't need it anymore. You got bangs now, you're set. And then the front, go ahead and take out those 6 screws. All right, and again with the front, it's gonna slide out as well, so kind of just turn it upside down and shake it. Your screw's gonna fall everywhere. Try not to lose them. Once you get all of those 6 screws out, again, this one just slides up too. There you go. That's how you take your front bumper off, pretty straightforward. For the Pint Bangs, we actually do have this new feature on them that if you forget to do it, they won't really work. So make sure you do this. You'll notice that your Pint Bangs are going to come with 2 different sets of clips. So you're gonna have ones that look like this, and you're gonna have ones that look like this. These ones that are straight rectangles, these are for the rear, and the ones that are this like crazy other shape, these ones are for the front. Where the little clips usually go that slide into the rails, you'll notice there's actually a corresponding shape right there. So what these will do is they will install right here, and you can see they create the clip for the slider. So what you'll do is you'll place them here, and you'll want them to jog up like this. And then you put the screw in from the other side, and you'll use one of the short screws. You can either use the screws that you just took out of your bumpers, or you can use the screws that are included in the pack. They're literally exactly the same, but just go ahead and screw that in and keep it in nice and loose. So it's okay if this thing wobbles around right now, we're gonna tighten that down later. And you'll do that on both sides. Pretty easy, just put it on there, throw the screw in, and screw it down. So if you over tighten it, go ahead and back it up a little bit because you want them to be a little bit loose at this point. So as long as you have threads catch, you're good. And once that's on there, you wanna put it on and just slide it on just like you slid the stock bumper off. Just like that. And you'll put your 2 long screws right where you took them out, right here in the front corners. There we go. And you'll put your 2 small screws right up here that screw into the top of the foot pad. And you'll go ahead and screw those down. And with anything one wheel, if you have a lot of screws going into one part, I always suggest that you start all of them and get them all really loose, and then go back, once they're all in, go back through and tighten them down all at once. So just get all of them started and make sure you're catching threads on all of them. And then once we have all 6 screws in the front at least started, we can go through and tighten them all down. So you'll want to go through, and it doesn't really matter what order you do them in, but get them all nice and snug. Again, probably don't use power tools on this part, but I'm just going to do it anyway. And then make sure you tighten these 2 as well. So the ones that are holding the clips in, after you install it, make sure you tighten those ones down nice and snug. All right, so now that we've got the front fully installed, it is time to install the rear. And so with the rear, you wanna take your 2 little rectangular blocks and you wanna install them right here, but you actually wanna install them kind of jogging down like this. That's how you want them. So that'll allow it to slide in real nice right here in this channel on the rear battery box. So again, just take some small screws. You can reuse the ones that you took off from your board, from your bumpers originally, or you can use the new ones that come with your bumpers. They're literally exactly the same, so it does not matter. And again, with these ones, screw them down to where they're still a little bit loose. They got a little bit of play on them, but they don't really wobble too hard. You wanna do them both. Again, this one kind of needs to step down, not step up. There we go. And if you screw them down a little too much, just back them off a tiny bit so that they're loose, but again, they don't jog around too much. And once you get those clips in, go ahead and slide it on, just like that. Install your 2 long screws right here in the corners, and install 2 more short screws right here into the rear foot pad, just like you did with the front. And again, just like the front, you're gonna want to start all of them just a little bit, make sure the threads catch, and then we'll go through and tighten them all down all at once afterwards. And boom, there you have it, installed, pint bangs, good to go. Go shred them. Try to tear through them. I double dare you. You'll never be able to do it. These are the last bumpers you will ever need to buy. The only reason you'll ever buy another set of these is because you want to change colorways. So there you go. Bangs, they're the best. Go get them. Float on, my friends. Oh, you guys can meet Willow. Oh, look at how big she's getting. Good girl. Oh, it's Willow Wednesday, y'all. Later.